So let's play.
Yeah. Hey, we stay woke, but y'all sleep. Real mode, but y'all sheep. Out in public, she a good girl, but at the crib, she a real freak. New throne for the new king. Same kid, now my streets go. Same gang, got the cheat code. I said stay woke, we in real mode. I said stay woke, real mode. Stay woke, real mode. I said stay woke, real mode. Stay woke, real mode.
I said stay woke, real mode. Stay woke, real mode. I said stay woke, real mode. Stay woke,
Yeah,
real
well,
mode.
we can hold the peace or we can wage war, but I'm gonna get what I came for. Real gang, that's a true name. We all graduated to the two-door. Sacred Global, that's an infrastructure. All y'all niggas like the Titanic. I'm the iceberg, talking no Zucker on the front lines, but we don't panic. Shit getting messy, got nothing to rest in. I'm tired of niggas, they front they blessings. They want my suggestion, but don't want the fee. I'm just doing me, I don't answer their questions. All this flexing, got no one to see. All this aggression, I just want some peace. Not even sure that I like it in heaven. I guess when we get there, then we gon' see.
Oh, Swole Normuth, beesh.
The sun is shining, the birds are chirping, the bacon is sizzling. Welcome to the Daily Swole.
Smash that fucking like button, beaches. Smash it. Testing. Test, testing, testing, testing. Testing testicles. Welcome everyone to episode 1480 dose of the Daily Mother Swole, the most muscular swolecast, beardcast, broadcast, gangcast, mancast, pimpcast, sleazecast, and slaycast in the realm, because when I flex, you flex, we all flex our biceps. What is going on, beaches, booshes, busters, hustlers, and your hoes? It's your boy, Papa Swole. Smash that fucking like button. And guess who we have back? We have the beautiful Tess Hornaday. The lovely Tess Hornaday has returned. And today's Swole card is going to start holding it first. Boom. Food is fuel. I got a burp. Food is fuel, beaches. That's right. Food is fuel. Hashtag food is fuel, pillar number 2. And we'll jump in. So what'd you train today? What'd you smash? We'll get into some comments in a second. Let me just pass this on off to the lovely lady, Tess Hornaday. Oh my goodness. Boom. There you go. Sexy lady. She is back. Look at that beach. Don't forget to go subscribe. Tess Hornaday. My mouth is super fucking dry. Holy shit. I got that raspy. Welcome back to the Evening Swolecast. It's your host, Papa Swoleo, with some evening swole. That's right, some smooth swole. Help you rock to sleep, make some sick fucking gains, and wake up feeling like $1 million. Am I right or am I right? Am I right? Oh my God, what's up? Push day, food is fuel, hashtag food is fuel. Thank you, Melissa. Thank you. Food is fuel, my dear. That's my thoughts on the matter. Let's see here. What's going on, Shark Slayer? How we doing? Love your work, Papa. Oh, thank you. I love it. Love your work. Thank you, Shark. Thank you. Justin Grillo, let's see here. Yes. Quite so. Question, would you end the fat acceptance movement? But to do so, you would have to binge watch every one of Nico Cotto Avocado's videos. Oh my God. So you're asking me, would I be a martyr? Would I sacrifice myself? To end the fat acceptance movement? Now, here's the thing. That kind of sounds like you're skipping all the hard work of overcoming this from the right methodology. What it sounds like you're saying that I should put a Band-Aid on it. That I should, I have a headache, I should take some Tylenol. I can solve it just like that. But what's included in that? The mentality that fucking birthed that nonsense to begin with? What are we left with? More fucking idiots that are going to create some other nonsensical approach that just completely make them oblivious to facts and common fucking sense? Is that something that we want? I don't know. It's just going to happen again. At least we know what the fat acceptance movement is. At least it makes it easy to target the morons. At least it allows us to be like, oh, they're the idiots. They're over there. It's like highlighter. It's like moron highlighter. It just kind of boom allows them. It's like a homing It's like a beacon. Oh, they're the fucktards. Got it. Got it. I don't want to binge watch every one of his videos. We got some salty sack. We got some salty sack coming up tomorrow. Did you all check out today's YouTube video? Let's jump into it. Let's jump into the fucking taint. Let's fucking go in. What we got here? Where's my, yeah, there we go. Where's my tip at? There we go. Babe, just an inch. Just an inch. It's cold as fuck outside. It's cold as fuck outside. How many of you caught today's HunniBee video? We dipped into a little of HunniBee. HunniBee. Is it raining outside? Hold on a second. I swear, if it's raining again, fucking Florida, give it a break. Give it a break with the rain already. So today's video was about, we went into a post. We went into the elimination. We talked a little bit about nutrition, the elimination diet, but went into actually, I dropped some salty sack. I dropped some salty sack and I went in. I went in on HunniBee. I went deep. I went fucking all in. We went the salty sack. I experienced it. I fucked my eye holes and my ear holes with it. Now, I had a lot of fun. And I had a lot of fun because I love dropping sack. I love dropping sack, but I think we need to all share and collectively experience what the fuck is actually and how bad this shit it really is. How bad this fucking shit is. I'm just getting started. Because I realize it's one thing to drop sack. It's one thing to drop some NOC. It's one thing. It's one fucking thing to drop the NOC. But where am I dropping it? I'm dropping the NOC to surface level. You know what I'm saying? I'm dropping it surface fucking level. I was dropping it too high is what I really think I'm saying. I'm dropping it like the top 1%. I need to go fucking deeper, fam. We need to go in. The saltier, the better. We got to go deep. We got to go hard. So I'm going in. I'm going to the source. I'm going to fucking rip this shit out from the fucking roots. Going on. What's going on? CG. I read a YouTuber's comment that he's waiting on Papa to rage on his channel. Sorry, that's the last thing I'm going to fucking do. Someone trying to beg for attention. Fucking jabronis. Begging for attention. Please give me attention. Please give me attention. Go get it. Fucking make good enough content. Make good enough content. Someone else trying to get ahead by fucking their face. What else is new? That's why we're doing what we're doing, fam. That's what we're doing. Sarah, oh gosh, your reaction to this video is hilarious. That chick's gross. She's fucking weird. That's some weird goddamn shit. Am I right? How weird is that? Did you see what she was eating? Remember someone said, I think I left in the video. I put in the video and I asked, do you remember I asked in the video and someone responded? I think someone said that like a bunch of people died, like a bunch of kids died. Isn't that fucked up? How is she allowed to mimic? Because that looks like a fucking Tide Pod. I've used Tide Pods before. Those things, that looks like a fucking Tide Pod. That looks like a Tide Pod. She's actually eating a fucking Tide Pod. And no one has a problem with that. That's okay? That's okay? Now, I'm not saying I think it's actually a Tide Pod, but everyone's okay with this? Everything's okay. Everyone's okay with this? I thought that was like a problem. I thought that was a problem. Kids were eating Tide Pods, so Tide had to start saying, do not eat these. Tide had to say, do not eat these. These are for washing clothes, you stupid fucking idiots. This is like, we're talking fundamental natural selection. We're talking fundamental natural selection. If you're eating a Tide Pod, man, you are really in general, you're doing society a favor. If you're one of these kids or people that are eating a Tide Pod and literally eating a fucking Tide Pod. If you're literally eating a Tide Pod, you can't stop the lowest levels of stupid. You can't. But it seems like how many people would follow that channel? That channel's not pornographic. Well, I guess it kind of was. It kind of fucking was. Did you see what she was doing with the glue? As if that doesn't look like someone just jizzing in her mouth. You know that's coming up in feeds. You know it's not blocked off to kids. It's someone eating food. But how does that get through the uprights? You know what I'm saying? How does that make it into the goal? How does that not get flagged? Oh, someone's pretending to eat screws and cleaning supplies. Someone's eating Lysol. She was eating, remember she had like the Lysol, she had the disinfectant stuff. Was that a quarantine thing? Hey, instead of clean, you could also eat this shit. You could try eating it. Darwin Awards everywhere. Darwin Awards. What a great book. Karen, toddlers were eating them because they look like candy. Then stupid teens did the Tide Pod challenge and ate them. Yup. Fucking natural selection. Let's go into a little bit more tip. Let's see what people are saying on today's video. Some of you dropped some comments. Once upon a tome, the unicorn at the end is a whole new reason to watch this. Little sexy Tess Hornaday looking like a snack. You heard? Food is fuel, bitches. Asteral. I think one of the best things to do with this, I think the best reasons to read these comments is to see the fucking screen names. The fact that I had to turn down the sound next to nothing just to avoid listening to the horrible eating sounds makes me amazed people get off on things like this. The indescribable one. The other day, my 22-year-old son said that he watched these to live vicariously through them. More Nico Cotto than this lady. My son works out like crazy and appears to be in stellar shape, but also has these big blowout binges on crap food. I totally think these videos definitely contribute to these warped messages that shit food is a reward, cheat or treat. Thank you for the post. Seda Kosi. Well, watching her was traumatizing. I'm even more motivated to eat healthy and do something valuable with my life. Thanks. I'm even more motivated to do something with my life. I'm even more motivated to do something with my life. Zeroed in with Zeke. People need to get their crap together. In the United States, around 42% of people are obese. Almost every single one of the top 10 causes of death are either directly or indirectly related to being overweight and eating junk food. If people would actually eat good food like meat, fruits, and vegetables, we could save so many lives. Can you imagine if people actually ate good food? Oh my God. Could it possibly be that simple? Fam, is it that simple? Is it that simple, fam? Do you remember in the video at the beginning? Do you remember at the beginning I talked about the elimination diet when who was that? Who was that posted? Who was it that posted about eating the CBD gummies? And like, would he have to start the elimination diet from scratch? And it's like, no, you don't have to go back to the fucking beginning just for a few of those things. But, you know, obviously you don't want to make it excusable. I mean, we're just talking fundamental food. You know, we take our shit seriously inside the Swole fam. We take our shit seriously. We're focusing on actually improving ourselves, but we're focusing on the habits. When you focus on the habits, the whole game changes. Yeah, it's not so much whether vegan or carnivore is better. It's not so much whether keto or paleo is better. You know, you might be a little bit of a blend of a couple in terms of the mentality or the mindset behind them. But what's really most important is that you are fundamentally approaching your food differently. It's not so much what the outcome is. I think we can all agree that for many people, there are a lot of people in this world and a lot of different things have been proven to more or less look like they work for some people, whether it's vegan, whether it's carnivore. Some people obviously thrive a lot more on carnivore than vegan for whatever reason, and vice versa. So it's not even an issue. You know, we talk shit and all that stuff, and I have my beliefs in terms of like what I think would be better for most people, but you're going to do what you should do. You should do what works best for you. So if you're trying to do what works best for you without any kind of like other thoughts, if you're trying to really eat what's best for your body as an individual with your needs and your preferences and your all that stuff, if you cross check all those things and you customize your fucking do that. Like do that. But also don't lie to yourself. Don't lie to yourself and pretend like that's the best you can do. Don't lie to yourself and tell yourself that it's okay to be obese and unhealthy and promote that. When you start promoting that obesity is not a bad thing, then you're fucking evil, right? Then you're fucking evil. That's when you go into like that evil zone, when you're really being damaging to people. That's when you go into that fucking that's when you go into that sinister fucking shit. That's when you go into that sinister shit. That's when you cross the line. That's when you start getting videos and sack dropped on you. When you start pushing that it's okay. It's not okay. It's not good. Okay. Whether or not you want to be obese and not exercise, I mean, it's technically your right. But when you start running your mouth as if you can change your feelings and somehow if you feel differently, all of a sudden everything's going to be different. There's some objective things that you can't wish away. You can't pray away. You can't hope away. You can't imagine away just because you smile or because you have a thought or because you don't want to change. Just because you don't want to change doesn't mean that you're not going to have a day of reckoning, so to speak, when it comes to when you get diabetes, when you find out that it's too late, when you find out that you have these preventative issues after all this time. This is where it comes down to. It might seem extreme. Oh my God, you're talking about diabetes, just one piece of pizza. This is the mentality that leads to that shit though. Because the average person doesn't give a fuck. The average person thinks in moderation, or most people think moderation is, that's an opinion. That's why I don't like that phrase, everything in moderation, because everything in moderation is bullshit. That's subjective. What's moderate? What's moderate? The amount of time that I put into work, let alone exercise, is not going to be looked at as moderate for most people. But for me, it's like, that's a standard. It's the minimum. Like, it depends on perspective. So that's why those kinds of phrases are dangerous, because they're vague and they allow people to redefine them at their will. So you don't need stronger willpower. You don't need stronger discipline. You don't need stronger passion and purpose and reason. All you do is you just loosen up your definition a little bit. You satisfy what you need in the moment. And that doesn't change the reality of the situation. That just changes your perception. And then you're living in fucking denial. And then you end up with these diseases. And then, oh shit, I should have listened. I should have done this. No, it's too late now. Fuck it. You only live once. And then you just justify this shit to yourself. It's a very destructive way of thinking. It's this downward spiral. And most people are just living in it. They're living in it. They're waiting too long so they can make that excuse of like, oh, well, it's too late. Well, that's a very passive way to fucking kill yourself. It's a very passive way to kill yourself. Don't you want to be alive longer? Don't you want to be healthier longer? Why is this such an issue for people? Why is this such an issue for people to want to be healthy? Don't you want to? You can die from so many things in this world. You already can get hit by a car. You can fucking fall down a flight of stairs. You can already die so many ways. Why add to the list? Why fucking add to the list? Why roll the dice more? It's like Russian roulette. Like you get lucky once. I mean, you want to keep on spinning? You want to keep on going? Really? It's not improving your chances, right? It's like, if you're fortunate enough to be able to exercise, if you're fortunate enough to be able to put in effort to level up your health, which is pretty much everyone, no matter where you are, you can always level up. So it's pretty much everyone. You're in a position where you can actually put effort into your health, whether it's going for another walk. I'm not saying you're going to be Mr. Olympia or you're going to have 6-pack abs. I'm talking about you can meditate 5 minutes a day. You will go from 0 to 5. Big difference. Okay. Huge difference. You don't think 5 minutes a day will make a big difference? It'll change your life. It will. 10 minutes a day. That's not a long time. That's not a long time. Repetitions over and over again, putting in the reps, putting in the work, coats of paint over and over and over and over again. That's it. That's the game. That's the game. That's the play. It's 100%. That's the way it goes. That's the way it goes. Every day, 7 pillars. You coat over it. And again, and again, and again. And you keep on adding to it. You keep on adding bricks to the wall, coats of paint. You keep on going over it. Forge and forge and forge and forge. What's up, Mariah? Been a minute since I can catch you live, fam. Love you all. Wish you great gains. Oh, I like it. Let me just resize this a little bit. Stretch it out a little bit. Yeah, there we go. Get some gorillas. Thank you. Make sure you smash that like button. Has everyone smashed that like button? I know we're about 20 minutes in, but I will swear to God, I will turn this fucking podcast around We will start over, or I will wait till tomorrow. I will turn this fucking shit off. I swear to God. I swear to God. That's right, Cerny. I apologize. I need to make the announcement. I didn't send out a Swole text because it was released, but the Procast is available. Episode 7 is available. Remember the other day when it was supposed to be released on Monday, but we're back a couple days because of the power outages and things got bottlenecked. So if you haven't yet checked it out, the Swolenormous Procast Episode 7 is live in Swole TV. Thank you, Cerny. I'm glad you liked it. Glad you liked it. Hey, everybody, make sure you watch the new Procast. It's so interesting. Some of the best conversation I've heard. I listened to all 3 hours in one sitting. It was that good. Thank you. Thank you so much. How many of you got the Procast? Got the Procast on the docket? That's available now inside Swole TV. So those of you that are members, you can go and access that. Just go to the Procast section of Swole TV. So yeah, that was a long one. That was a long one. It was such a good conversation. It was so good. It was delicious. So anyway, it's available now. And the Brain Gains 5 minutes and the NOC Unplugged, I'm going to be putting that up throughout the week. So we're going to have a bunch of new stuff coming. We'll make up for the delays. Got a lot more stuff coming. Let's see here. Greg, if I get frustrated at work, I go meditate for a few minutes, come back calm and focused. Josh, I spend every morning making sure I get in at least my yoga on recovery days and resistance training and meditation. Hell yeah, good shit. Smash that like button, fam. Going to watch the Procast tomorrow, Sarah. Good. You should. You should. Jace, what we got here? How can we help you? Jace Bolander. My mother started Optavia a while ago and she refuses to exercise for some reason. She's eating heavily processed packaged food and doesn't exercise. She hasn't exercised in years. What do I do? I've heard that before. What is Optavia? Can you fill me in on that? I've heard that. I feel like I've heard that recently. Is that something new? What is that? What does Optavia do? I appreciate that you think I would just know that. So I appreciate that. Anyway, so what is started Optavia? Or is it not a medication? Anyway, so you guys can follow up. Amberlyn Reed did it. It's an MLM. Repackaged food MLM. Optavia, huh? Oh. We got here Amanda, a month's word of snack food marketed as health food. Oh, I've never even heard of this thing. Or maybe I guess I have. I guess that's why it sounded familiar. A pyramid scam or a pyramid scheme? Well, these aren't all. I mean, just because it's an MLM doesn't mean that it's a bad thing, but a lot of them are just built on this concept, not really a quality product. Pretty sure Amberlyn Reed did it. It's a multi-level marketing. Ew. Sounds gross. Aha. Thank you for the comparison. It's a Nutrisystem type thing. Oh, that makes sense. Yeah, I can see that. All right. The scam is a scheme. The scam is a scheme. It's bars and shit that you buy and that's your diet. Gross. Gross. One more rep. Optavia is just a bunch of processed garbage. All right. So maybe we need to put some sack on it. Should we put some sack on Optavia? Put some sack on that shit? I'll add that to the list. Maybe we need to put some sack on that shit. I guess I've heard of it. I guess I heard of it from probably, maybe it was in like the title of a video of Alan's video or Amberlyn Reed, or maybe I've seen it in a comment or something. Again, it sounds familiar, but it's one of those words, Optavia. It sounds like one of those pharmaceutical videos or like commercials, right? Yeah, fam. Here we go. We got the Swole card. Food is fuel. Food is fuel. Look at that sexy beach. Look at that sexy beach. Make sure that you drop hashtag food is fuel for today's Swole card. We almost forgot. I want to make sure that you guys see that because on the board, I'm not sure if I'm always going to put what's on the Swole card because sometimes you can't see it. It's too much. It's like, what up, Beesh? Today, like the word was just Beesh. It just felt like a Beesh kind of day. From what I've heard, it's not cheap either. That's the worst. If you know it's fucking bars and you know it's fucking junk and it's expensive, well, because you have to pay for it. Well, you got to pay $120 a month for a 30-day supply because the downline and because everyone's got to build up their points or something like that for the kickback and shit. It's got to be something like monthly, some kind of like monthly subscription, right? You buy your kit and then you have shareable ones and you have little kits and samples that you pass around to your friends and the whole circle jerk continues. I mean, those are common. And again, it doesn't mean that there aren't good aspects to some of these companies that do it, but obviously this kind of bullshit that remember Monavie, that huge scam with the sugar, like the grape acai berry bullshit. Not that the acai berries are bad, but just that fucking crap. Like it was like a wine or just like a liquid. It was like sugar water or some shit. You remember that? Like hundreds of millions of dollars, and it was just complete bullshit. Complete bullshit. I don't know if anyone went to jail or prison. Does anyone remember what happened to Monavie? Like, you can probably Google that. Someone Google it, what happened to Monavie. I think a lot of you probably remember that shit. The wine bottle or the acai berry juice. I don't know. Fucking weird. All right, let's get into some Swole fam action. We have some good stories I want to share. I want to read some of your raspberry ketones. I'm not talking anything about raspberry ketones. We got awesome shit from Danielle looking fucking yoked like it ain't no goddamn joke. I'm going to zoom in on the text. Let's see. Danielle found a photo of me at my biggest. Didn't think I really had any. Now I'm 40 kilos down, approximately 90 pounds, bloody insane seeing it. I don't think I ever truly saw and admitted how big I'd gotten, but I did know I had to change. I still did races and was active, but even when I was eating healthier, I was eating too much. Incredible feeling, light and fit and doing good, consistent training. My lung function has improved more than I thought it could, and I've shaved 12 minutes off my 5-kilometer time. Signed up for my first 50-kilometer running race. Jesus Christ, that's a long distance. I'm on track to make good time on that. Can't rave enough about the changes. If you're here at the start of your journey, take some photos and crack into it. And look, your emojis even changed. That's fucking gangster. Look at that shit. Look at that shit. Different person. Different person. There you go. Flex on him, Beesh. Flex on him. Good for you. Good for you. Get some gorillas. Good for you. Did someone say it's 400 a fucking month? Is Optavia 400 a fucking month? That's a car payment. That's a fucking car payment. Holy Christ. Is it really? 400 a month. It's that Beverly Hills MLM. Brought to you by the Madoff Corporation. It is monthly. My friend tried to get me involved. They have different plans, but the prices range from 200 and up. God, that's gross. Gross. I hate that shit. It's nasty. Eat some real fucking food. Holy zoomed in. My God. Good God, man. You're insane, gold member. Dominique, new member. What up, Beesh? Welcome to the fam. Welcome, Famwise. And hello, everyone. I just purchased Swolenormous X sometime last week. Just finding the courage to post an introduction. My name is Dom. I'm 22, and I've decided to join this group to help me find self-control and consistency with my food habits. For the last 4 years, I've been stuck in this cycle of restrict, binge, purge. I don't know why I said it like that. Purge. I guess I was going to say porridge. Restrict, binge, purge. There we go. English and shit. And I want out of it. Because of these habits, my weight fluctuates very often. I am 5'3" and I'm currently around 150 pounds. My goal weight is 120. I'm looking forward to changing myself for the better and finally taking control of my physical body. Any tips would be appreciated extremely. Thank you, Swole fam. Well, thank you, Dominique, and welcome to the fam. Welcome, welcome. Everyone say welcome. Welcome to the fam. And let's drop in the comments a little feedback. And if you haven't commented on any of these posts, you can go and comment in the private group, of course. Make sure you follow up there. So for the 4 years, the cycle. the cycle, the habits, the binge, the purge. I'm looking forward to changing myself. Any tips? So my first off, I'm just going to go general with this one. Monavie is still selling? No fucking way. No way. They must have closed down. I thought I looked that up. Anyway, follow up in the comments. You want to start. It's the habits. It's the habits. Don't get too complicated with your shit. Keep it simple. Keep it fundamental. Keep it very, very straightforward. You just want to start focusing on the food as fuel. I mean, that's literally that's really a great mindset for you. And that's exactly what it is. It's that cycle, right? What you said there in the middle. For the last 4 years, I've been stuck in this cycle. That's exactly what it is. It's a habit cycle. That's what it is. And when you break that cycle, when you break that flow, is really based on the mindset that you have. Like, why are you eating? Why are you fueling? Why are you doing what you're doing? And then you just make more logical decisions. And it's a process. And you have to start with very basic habits and basic fundamental differences, like not bringing those foods into your environment, changing your habits and changing your pathways to work and stuff. So you break those habits and those triggers of walking down by certain grocery stores or certain aisles and shit like that. You order food online, or you pick it up at the door, or you have it delivered rather than going to the store and getting tempted to buy junk. You know, you just put yourself in better situations. You start really narrowing down your environment. And that's pillar number 1 too. So pillar number 1 and pillar number 2 would be my suggestions just to get started with that. So thank you for sharing, Dominique. Welcome to the fam. Alyssa, seriously, what the fuck is wrong with me? I don't know. But methinks we're going to find out. Methinks we're going to find out in just a minute. Seriously, what the fuck is wrong with me? I don't know, Alyssa, but welcome to the fam. That's a rough open. I'm new, but what the fuck is wrong with me, bitches? I sign up. I have access to training, nutrition, and etc., which I'm sure she's referring to Swolenormous X. I start for half a day doing the elimination diet, and it all goes to shit. It's like my brain just switches off and an inner cookie monster takes over. It's like my body knows I'm going on a, quote, diet. So my brain decides to stock up on as much as possible, like it's not going to be fed for a month. It's so infuriating. I am so mad at myself. I hardly ever eat chocolate, but yet this week I smashed my stash from Easter and went hunting for my husband's chocolate stash. Ugh. I really nailed that. Ugh. I know, this feels like Swole Confessions, right? Horror fangirl, Swole Confessions. It's like, Papa Swolio, and she writes, seriously, what the fuck is wrong with me? I sign up, I have access. There really is. It's like, dear Papa Swolio. Ask Papa Swolio. That's really what it is. You're posting up in the group. You know, I can't read everyone's question. I can't answer everything. I can't see everything. I can't be everywhere all at once. I try to be. But yeah, these are the things that people are dealing with. This is legit shit. I mean, you started for half a fucking day. You need to start meditating. You need to get that shit. Why the fuck do you have your stash from Easter? You're starting off on the wrong foot. You keeping the shit in your fucking house? Come on, Alyssa. No shit. No kidding. You're going to fucking go. You're an addict. You're hooked on it. You couldn't do it for half a fucking day. Like, you have to get that shit out of your fucking house. Why do you have access to shit? Right? What do you have access to shit? That's fundamentally, you're just setting yourself up for disaster right off the bat. Get it the fuck out of your house. Why is it in there? You're not going to be eating it. You kept it around. Swole Confessions. Oh, we got a new segment then. Maybe it's not Swole Fan. Maybe it's Swole Confessions. Oh, God. Swole Confessions. Maybe that's going to be, yep, we'll do that. That'll be the new segment in the NOC. Or here. Yeah, Swole Confessions. Look. So, okay, let's talk about this. So, Alyssa, so what the fuck is wrong with you? Nothing. You're just hooked on foods. You need to set new habits. But if you're keeping the addictive habits in your space, what do you think is going to happen? This was destined to fail. Look, all right. If you're driving down a street and you throw glass on the road, you're like asking for a flat tire. So you expect one. Like if you go and like, hey, I'm going to drive down this street, but first let me just throw all these boxes of nails on the road and then hope you don't get a flat tire. Like you drive down that road enough times, you're going to get a flat tire eventually. Maybe the first fucking time down it, maybe the 6th time. So if you keep that shit around, what do you think is going to happen? You're going to get a flat tire. You just got a flat tire the first fucking day. Well, because it was there. Don't destroy your pathway. Don't put roadblocks. Like you're just making it harder for yourself. That food has to be invisible. You have to pretend that doesn't fucking exist. That food is gone. It doesn't exist. It's not real food. It doesn't go in your mouth. It doesn't belong in your house. Get it the fuck away from you. And you're not a failure. Just do better this time. Get right back on it. Right back on it. Boom. Again. What are your feedback? Let's focus on this for a little bit. What's your feedback with dealing with the elimination and maybe having those little hiccups? How many of you would you do? What'd you do to lock that down? Those of you that had little issues at the beginning. It's not an easy thing. It's simple, but it doesn't mean it's easy. These things that you're hooked on, these addictions, like they're legit. Will, when I started my elimination, I had to seriously fight the sunk cost fallacy inside my brain that I, quote, spent money on that food. I can't waste money. But I was wrong. That wasn't even food. Just toss it. Yep, there you go. Yeah, a lot of people are thinking, well, I already paid for it. I want to waste it. Well, it's shit fucking food. We did that. I did that the other day. I hate throwing out food. I hate throwing out food. You know, if it's not even any kind of food, even if I know it's not good, it's like, oh, someone could eat it. But what are you going to do? What are you going to do? Who are you going to give it to? It depends on what it is, you know. If it's like you got to fucking get that shit out of your face. Get out of your face. Swole family here, and I've lost 20 pounds since quarantine started. Quarantine 15 is bullshit unless you're losing. Hey, yo. Yay. There you go, J-Funk. There you go, bro. Good for you. Lost 20 pounds since quarantine. So much for that fucking quarantine 15. I'm telling you, that's bullshit. You want to gain weight. If you're doing quarantine 15, that's your choice. You're doing it on purpose. You're doing it on purpose. Let's see. Sean, actually, isn't that something you cover? Clear out your shit like recommended every couple of months. That way you're not tempted. You mean that I talk about? Clean out what? Like your fridge and stuff? I mean, you should clear out your shit. You should clear out all aspects of your shit. You should clear out your Facebook. You should clear out your Instagram, your phone, your contacts, your email. You should clear all your shit. It's so easy to gather information. You don't need to memorize numbers. You know, I mean, if you need to memorize a number, memorize the most important ones. There's a reason why human memory is limited. You're not supposed to remember a billion fucking things. You can just Google it. It's always good to reset. Why do you think there's like that spring cleaning every year? Oh, you take out the trash. You get under the fucking sofa. You have to do that with your life too, because you fall into these simplicity habits. You fall into these routines of doing just enough without realizing. It's called adaptation. It's just like that with exercise. You get into these ruts of doing things that are generally easier because you've done them before. You know what to expect. You could do them more automatically. Your body is looking for the easier path. You have to kind of force it against the grain a little bit, not too much so you get hurt or overdo it and fall off, but so that you're progressively challenging yourself and staying on the edge of that blade. That way you're always improving, because you have to be challenged. As a human being, you need to have like some kind of like difficulty. You need to have some friction, but that's what lifting is. That's what getting more mobile with yoga is, and meditation and practice like that. It's challenging, but it's doable. Everyone here can do a 5-minute fucking meditation. I just laid down a bunch of new 5-minute brain gains I'll be getting up this week. Like you have 5 fucking minutes. You can sit there and focus on your fucking breath for 5 minutes and get all the fucks out of here. You're so full of it. That will change your fucking life. It'll change your life. Like you can make so much progress with so little. Most people are just have their head up their ass and they're focusing on the wrong shit. They're focusing on the wrong metrics. They're focusing on the wrong things. They're focusing on calorie counting. They're focusing on intermittent fasting versus smaller meals. They're focusing on incline bench versus a flat bench. And that's all well and good for very advanced people. But that's not where you're getting the most results. You think that's where it's going to get you the most results, but those are the details that don't fucking matter. I do all sorts of things for chest workouts now. It's not the point. That's not the issue. You can make amazing fucking gains with the same fucking exercise over and over again. Right? It's those details that make you consistent as shit. And then you have to fucking really dig into that repetition. You have to really love that monotony. You have to love those reps. You have to love that challenge and make it over and over again. Having all your reasons and having your passion and making it something that you enjoy and that you can, get yourself amped up for, like, that's all important. Those are the important things. What gets you doing it over and over again? What gets you over and over again to get your workout in, getting it in every day, every fucking day. Okie dokie. Oh, Kashina, it's my birthday. Can I get a shout out? What's up, Kashina? Happy birthday, dear. Happy birthday. Yeah, no cake for you, motherfucker. Yeah, no cake. Happy birthday, but no cake. Come on, no cake.
Who told you could eat my cookies?
No cookies. No fucking cookies.
That's fucking bullshit.
I don't care. No fucking cookies. Shut up.
Come on, stop whining.
Shut the fuck up. You're welcome. Happy fucking birthday. Happy birthday. She knows. What we got going on here? He tells me I'm selfish for being overweight and for not wanting junk food in the house. He tells me I'm selfish. What we got going on here? Missing some action. Let's see. Isabel, I'm struggling with staying on the wagon. It's hard when my husband doesn't want to give up his snacks and doesn't understand how hard it is for me to resist. I see it now. What do you all think about this? That's so tough. I'm fortunate to have a partner that I'm so fortunate that Mama Swole is on the same page. Like, we eat very similarly. So it wasn't always like that. And I've gotten better. I've actually gotten a lot better over the last 4 years. I mean, I used to eat shit, a lot of shit relative to now. That all changed within a short period of time. Within the last couple of years, I really saw amazing. I took it even more seriously myself. I always believed this, but I still slacked. I ate pizza and I had fucking Sour Patch Kids. We talked about this. So, but that changed really in the last 2-3 years. A lot of changes. I see so much improvement, and then you get hungry for more improvement. I think we all kind of get there. I think we all get really hooked on it. We all get really hooked on that improvement. You're like, shit, if I really put in more effort, this is how much more progress I can get. This is how much better I feel. And then, my taste buds reset and I found more foods, and I really just that food is fuel mentality. That's why this card means so much. It means a lot to me too. That's why it's so important, is that it's just a fundamental way to think about your food. It's not an entertainment center. It's supposed to give you energy. So what are you putting in your body? This is where your body is getting. This is where you're building your cells from. People take that for granted. This is how your cells are reproducing. This is how your cells are regenerating. This is what's giving you brain function. If you're putting garbage in your gas tank, how can you think clearly? It just makes so much sense. If you're always giving yourself stimulants, if you're always fucking your face with sugar, how can you make any kind of decision? How can you think? How can you have any kind of clarity? How can you have clarity? Anyway, it's so tough when you have someone that doesn't support you. So what do you think? What do you think here? Let's see here. Marcy, I'm in the same boat. It takes so much willpower, but you're stronger than your temptations. Well, not always. You can't rely on willpower to get those kinds of results. You can't rely on willpower once in a while, but That's something that's kind of like holding a weight over your head. Eventually your arms are going to get tired and they're going to give out. Like you just can't endlessly rely on willpower. Very few people can survive like that. Like they'll break. It's like being interrogated all the time. It's like being waterboarded. Just imagine that. Essentially, people are being waterboarded wherever they go. They're smelling fast food. They're pumping it out through the vents. So when you're driving by, you smell it. You see it on every corner. It's fucking candy at every checkout, at the gas station, at the fucking register when you buy food. It's everywhere. It's at your fingertips. You can't just fucking order like a grass-fed steak and all this like, no. You have to either fucking make it and source it. You can get all the junk food really fucking quick. So you're literally you're just being tortured all the time. You're being tortured. People are getting, but you're also allowing yourself to be tortured because if you fundamentally change your mindset, and this isn't easy, this is like you're relearning, you're unlearning the bullshit, you're unlearning what these bad habits are, but then you're thinking about it differently. If you don't look at those places as food, if you don't look at it as food, I'm not saying be like this fucking delusional person, but if you ignore those things and recognize that they're not real, they're not real. They're not things that your body fuels on. They're not things that your body sources energy from. So they shouldn't register as, an option. That shit doesn't register as an option. If I go outside, I'll see a McDonald's, I'll see a Burger King, I'll see a Taco Bell. I see it. It doesn't compute as, oh, this is a potential place for me to fuel up. I just see them. Like I see them. It doesn't register in my brain as food. My body does not, I don't define that as a food. That's not on the table. That's not on the menu of possibilities. I would rather fast and just not eat. I can wait for 5 hours or 2 hours or 12 hours or even 24. I don't need to eat this second. Even if I'm hungry, it's not torturing myself. It's just, I will wait for my fuel. I'm not going to starve to death. If I was fucking in no situation where I could get any kind of sustenance, yeah, I would fucking eat it if I needed energy. I'm not saying I wouldn't. Would you eat it to save your life? Of course I would. I'm not a fucking idiot either. But my point is when you're making choices, and if you're making choices for the right reason, you make better choices. So if you have two choices, make a better choice. If you have no choice, well, isn't that kind of obvious? If you have no choice, then, I mean, you always have a choice. You could not eat it and die or eat it and live. I would eat it and live. I would eat it and fucking live. And I'm not telling you to have an eating disorder. I'm not telling you to starve yourself. What I am saying is that if you have money, you're just voting. If you have money, you have the option to purchase things. And if you have money to purchase fast food, you have money to purchase other food too. The same money is acceptable at both locations. You can spend 10 minutes at Burger King. You can also spend 10 minutes at fucking the $10 at Burger King. You can spend $10 at the supermarket too. It's just, what's your intent? What do you care about most? The problem is you spend money, it's less money up front, and you get that dopamine kick and you get that fucking rush, whatever you get. I would get sick. A lot of people get that rush. So you get that rush and then you have to deal with these health complications later. You might be getting all that food. When people say like, yeah, but you get so much food for a cheap price. Do you really? Are you getting any food for $10 and you're getting supersized or extra large, whatever the fuck it is, big gulp shit. You're getting all that crap for $10. You can get a pound of grass-fed beef. You can get like 7 fucking sweet potatoes and some fruit probably for the same price. You just have to go and cook it. Okay, so then you have effort. Then you have things. Okay, well, then all of a sudden, well, it's quick, and it's not gonna be the same kind of like release. It's not gonna be the same kind of braingasm, but the outcomes are much different. The outcomes are much different. Much, much different. Oh, I'm cracking my neck. Oh, yeah. Ooh, that felt good. Huh. Yeah. Oh, let me see. Rachel, I see fast food and overly processed foods and think that looks disgusting. That way of thinking sure makes it easy for me to avoid the junk food. I've never felt better. As we like to say, don't eat dirty dicks. Don't put dirty, bleeding AIDS dicks in your mouth. That's right. Dirty, bleeding AIDS dicks covered in COVID. Don't put those in your mouth. Not a good look. Not a good idea. So, it's the same thing. How hungry are you now? Not that hungry? There you go. There you go. Congratulations. Congratulations. Oh my God. CG, I can't believe the amount of people who flocked to the restaurants this week with the reopening. People just want to be around people in public. But of course, they're going back. Yep, they got to go and eat. Go and fuck your face. You know, this didn't help. And this isn't going to help because a lot of people are still out of work. A lot of people are still struggling. Then you couple that with like another 2 months of less exercise and people were already fat. People were already really unhealthy. The last 2 months just made people massively more unhealthy. And then you're going to continue this downward slide. It just gave a little bump of acceleration. And now people are going to have less money and then people are going to buy cheaper food and then it's going to get worse. It's going to get fucking worse. It's nasty. Emily Kukaka. There's a Chick-fil-A directly beside our Harris Teeter, and every time we go, it smells like straight grease. Yeah. Let's see. Yeah, that's a good strategy too. Read all the chemicals and fake shit on the label of that thing you want. Fixes it really quick. The smell of Burger King makes me gag. Lydia Kim, are you, Alan, Michelle, and John going to decide to do another? Maybe. Like I think I've talked about this a lot. Haven't talked to anyone recently. Just been really busy, and of course with quarantine, and then a lot of people's channel. You know, everyone's channels has been growing. I think a lot of them are having just been busy, but I'm definitely open to. This has been a while. I don't know. I don't really have a lot of time to do it right now, but I'm open to it. There's always a possibility. Always a possibility. I've been fucking just head to the fucking, I've been just grinding shit. I'm just fucking boom. I'm pumping. I'm on fucking all cylinders. So my head's been buried. I've been focused on that sack. I'm just focused on that sack. Let's see here. Let's see here. Cashier at the store today basically told me that skinny on fast food was healthy because it's better than being obese. That's the problem, is people that only look at your size. So, I mean, because most people think that, okay, you need to be obese to have diabetes. You need to be obese. That's not true. You don't have to be obese to have heart disease. It just makes you more likely. You know, you can have fucking cancer without being obese. So, I mean, there's a lot of other problems in mental health. You don't need to be obese to have mental fucking problems. So the problem in this country with fitness and health and nutrition, it's not just obesity. That's one aspect of it that's killing so many fucking people. But I talk about obesity. That's the product. That's the outcome. That's not how we're going to fix it. We're not going to fix it by getting those people to lose weight. We have to stop people from we have to stop this mentality at the source. And I keep on saying the source is talking about the fucking food and those fucking habits, the 7 fucking pillars. That's what you focus on that shit, and then you won't be obese, because it's more than just obesity. You also have to get your mental health in order, and that's stress. And then you have to be exercising, and then eating better, and then recovering and practicing mobility. Like you're not going to be obese. It won't even be an issue. So stop focusing on fighting obesity. You know, I'm talking about stuff, but that's a phrase. That's not how we're going to do it. You can't do it from the top down. You got to do it from the source, from the bottom up. You got to do it from the bottom up. That's the problem, is that everyone's looking at the fucking symptoms. It's like having a headache. It's like having a headache and not drinking more water. The problem, let's say you have a headache and you just take a Tylenol. Okay, well, you're covering it up. You're getting rid of the symptoms. But if you drink more water, if you're more hydrated, you wouldn't have a headache to begin with. So which was a better idea? Don't even just drink more water. Then you won't need that kind of shit that fucks up your system and that dulls your receptors. So you don't feel the pain. Still, you take it, you don't have a headache anymore. You're still dehydrated. And then your body stops signaling thirst because you don't notice and you ignore that signal because you don't hydrate. You just take a Tylenol when you have a headache. And then your body is chronically dehydrated. Then you have fatigue, and then you have more stress and more cortisol levels, and you store more fat. And then you start having more hunger signals because your body doesn't get any response from the thirst signals. So then you keep on overeating because you're exhausted because you're dehydrated. So you keep on eating calories to get that sugar bump to give you a boost of energy. And then you ride this fucking insulin roller coaster. And then eventually you just keep on gaining weight because you're eating when you're fucking thirsty and because you're fucking tired, because you're fucking your eyes with blue light and you're not going to sleep well enough and you're stressing yourself out because you have a job that fucking sucks and you're eating shit fucking food and it just fucking continues. You like that fucking rant? That's the fucking truth. That's the fucking goddamn truth. And most people that get rid of grains or dairy, their headaches fucking disappear because a lot of that shit is fucking crap. So do an elimination diet. Get your shit together. Let's give away this fucking Swole card. You like that shit? Fucking Rage City. Rage fucking sack. Let's give away this mother fucking shit, bitch. Food is motherfucking fuel, my ninja. Food is fuel. Food is fuel. Food is fuel. I said food is fuel. I said food is fuel. Why'd that stop? Why'd that stop? Where'd that stop? Where are we? Where are we? I wanted to give it because Kashina, it's your birthday. It's your birthday. I saw you. I want you to have this card. It's your birthday. Food is fuel. Happy birthday.
Congratulations!
Happy birthday. Happy birthday, fam. That's the best present that you could fucking get. I feel it. I felt it today. I felt it today. Happy birthday. It is Kashina's birthday. So happy birthday. Happy birthday. I think everyone agrees. Happy birthday, Kashina. Congratulations. Congratulations. And, you know, we don't do it always, but there was a lot of love for Kashina in the comments today. And what a fitting day. A fitting day to be graced by some knowledge cock on the day of your birth. It's amazing. It's amazing. So congratulations. And make sure you send us an email. Let me get some little texty. Let's get that over here. So, no, click the link. Congratulations. So send us an email to support@swolenormous.com with Swole card 1482 in the subject and your mailing address in the body of the email. So everyone that says congratulations, happy birthday, everyone in the comments is saying happy birthday. Fantastic. Oh, there's always a few of you cocksuckers. There's always
Come
a
on,
few.
stop whining.
Stop being a fucking baby. Tomorrow, you can win as well. Tomorrow, you may just win. You never know. You never know. We do have some salty sack tomorrow. Got some great new videos. The Nuts on Chin, I think, is going to get really ramped up. It's fucking fun. I had so much fun posting today's video. I had so much fun with the reaction portion of it. And I'm super stoked for the new releases coming in X. Remember, you have access to the Swolenormous Procast. Episode 7's live now. So you can go and enjoy that. That's available inside Swole TV. And also, make sure that you keep in mind that Monday is going to be huge. Monday is going to be huge. We got some big shit dropping on Monday. We got some big stuff talking on Monday. Big stuff. I'm excited. What was I gonna release on Monday? I just had let's see, what was I gonna do there? 1, 2, 3. Is that gonna be Monday? It might be a different time. Anyway, well, we have a lot of new stuff on in the works, stuff on the horizon. So I'm stoked. But got some filthy salty NOC. Filthy and salty NOC coming. I'm enjoying, I'm digging. And keep an eye out for the new releases. Like I said the other day, really threw us for a loop. So going to have a couple things streaming out this week, but I'll be texting you all. I'll be Swole texting you and letting you know when the newer drops, when the Nuts on Chin Unplugged drops, and also when the brain gains are up. So thank you so much for joining me for episode 1482 of the most muscular Swolecast, Beardcast, Broadcast, Gaincast, Mancast, Pimpcast, Sleazecast, and Slaycast in the realm. Because when I flex, you flex. We all flex our biceps, and I'll see you all tomorrow for 1483. Peace, McGee's fam. Deuce Magoose, ya boy, Papa Swolio. Out.
Crazy flow, need a straight jacket. Cash flow, I'm a bank addict. 6 subs, had the bass smacking. 808, had the place clapping. 3 girls is enough for me, so I pull out like the stocks crashing. Like an IPO, trying to purchase me. This a private sector, so you can't have it. Faking all that boom bapping. Who you think you is, boy? 90s want they sound back, so I give rap all these fake rappers as I take matters in my own hands. I don't need rapping, I don't need Zans. I don't need help, I'm a grown man. Now the king left and they so mad, it's like